I'm installing an Easy Breathe ventilation system in this crawl space. The base unit exhausts air out of the crawl space, and the dual intake fans draw conditioned air from the house down into the crawl space to improve the air quality in the crawl space and your home. In most homes, you would use a 6-inch hole saw to cut an opening through a rim joist. This crawl space has a vent opening that I'll be using. I cut a piece of plywood that I'll screw into the sill plate and seal with caulk. You don't want to allow outside air into the crawl space. You only want to draw in conditioned air from the living space. And I'll add a link at the end of the video to a video showing how to cut through a rim joist. I'm using the standard size chute for this installation. They come in 3 sizes, so check the height you need before you purchase a system. Connect the top cone to the wider section of the chute with 4 screws. The bracket on the chute should be against the wall and can be used to anchor the chute. Putting the top cone on first prevents the bottom chute from getting caught inside the top chute when you're setting it on the base unit. Set the bottom chute on the base and attach it with 4 screws. The curved top of the cone didn't allow me to line up the duct, so I cut it down with a hacksaw. I measured how long the duct should be and cut it down to size. I used removable caulk to seal the plywood and duct so it could be removed easier in the future if the area needs to be cleaned. The duct goes over the top cone. The adapter for the intake fan plugs into the side of the base unit and plugs into the low voltage wires. Strip off the insulation from the ends of the wires. One wire is marked positive. Connect the positive wire to the opening marked positive and tighten down the set screw with a precision screwdriver. Then connect the other wire. When the base unit turns on, it turns on the intake fans. Install the intake fan on the opposite end of the crawl space from the base unit. The fans face up and the louvers should face the main area of the crawl space or toward the base unit. Mark the outside of the fan on the subfloor, then mark the inside dimensions of the fan so the gasket makes contact with the subfloor. I'm drilling up on the four corners to mark where I'll be cutting out the carpet for the fan. I didn't push up through the carpet because the drill bit could pull the fibers in the carpet and damage it past where I'll be putting on the vent cover. I cut a wire hanger to push through the carpet to mark where I'll be cutting it out. I used a utility knife to cut out the carpet. I used a paddle bit to create some spaces for my jigsaw blade. Secure the fan with 4 screws. I'm securing the low voltage wire with cable staples. You can set the humidity level between 20 and 60% and the unit will automatically turn on and off. For continuous ventilation, turn the dial to 20% and set the fan between low and medium.